Greetings, Vikings. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 105 of The Blades of Ragnarok, which originally aired live on Twitch. Okay, raiding it is. Let's attack Pottstown. Very, very strange that city just decided to not exist. I'm sort of curious about attacking the Bear Clan up here. All right, so I know I'm still taking 74 beers. Oops. Well, they're not even set to drink beer, so it doesn't really matter, but I just tossed it out. All right, let's raid. And then another question is, should I fix the relationship with dev mode? So I think what happened is they gave up because of my faction relationship with them. If we take a look at the faction relationship, I am neutral with two of them, or three of them. And I think that's actually why the Bear Clan just didn't put up a fight. That if I was hostile with them, they would have fought me. But as a result of them not being hostile, it broke. And unless I dev mode in hostilities, I think what's going to end up happening is all the other raids that go on are going to be broken the same way this one was. So, should I fix it with dev mode? I'll leave that up to you. Okay, 13 more hours and I could call on my ally for trade. And it looks like yes. So, Kamanthaba, Abakam, and Bear Clan all need to be hostile. The truth is, originally, I had set these up to be working properly, where they were permanent enemies. And then when we voted on me being allied with Aborn's clan, it bugged out. So for the Zoxy and Bolani, I'm actually going to fix it where I go neutral with them again and then hostile again, so that we're more hostile. And we're almost done. So now I'm deep into the negatives. I'm negative 75 with everybody that I should be. And then, of course, the defeated. Is Twitch being buggy today? Yes, it is being unbelievably garbage buggy today. But at the moment, it doesn't look like I'm dropping any frames. Or not many, at least. So, I should be okay. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Another thing I need to do is, so Ragnar, are you 18? Oh, I thought you'd be 20 by now. Let me go ahead and queue up a prestige recon armor for, or two of them, actually. One for Sin and one for Freya. Okay, so we fixed that in dev mode, and this attack should be a proper attack now, where they don't just give up or whatever. Is the DLC enabled for this playthrough? Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. You can tell by looking at this tree. Hey, Montal. Welcome to a stream. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We have a crazy amount of excess power now. If you're on the fence about the DLC, I will say that the mech cluster mechanic and the psycasting mechanic are really, really cool. They're very different and fun. Whether it's worth it, that's up to you and your wallet. But I will happily say that I think it's a lot of fun, personally. My 2 cents about it. I'm gonna send a care package over to my allies just because I have more stuff in my stockpile than I want. So it's more like I'm just recycling my garbage to them. But let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, if in my opinion, I would say that there's more content in the DLC, despite it not being like a massive DLC. There's more content in the DLC than there is in most AAA title $60 games. So do with that information as you like. But in my humble 2 cents, the DLC for RimWorld is more bang for your buck money-wise than like most AAA $60 titled games. Playing all of the DLC content would probably take you easily hundreds of hours. And of course, the replayability of RimWorld helps as well, because you can, you know, there is no end to RimWorld, not really. There's always more stuff to do. Oh, here's the raid. Here's the map encounter. So a little reminder, you voted that this will be an artifact raid, which works out because it's 1 p.m. So that will work. So let's take a look. We are attacking. Good. They don't. Oh no, they have mortars. So this is going to be slightly annoying. So if it's an artifact raid, what we need to do is we need to find a place to hole up. But they're also going to be mortar shelling us. So I think what I'm going to do is actually trigger the artifact with no cover. Going to this little island here and just shooting everybody that comes close. Normally, I would build myself a little shelter to be protected from the crazy animals. But if I'm right next to the edge of the map and surrounded by open water, there's no cover for animals or anyone to take cover from. And then, you know, I'll just try not to get shelled by Jonathan that doesn't know how to spell his own name. He's Jonathan. Jonathan. Okay, all right, John. John the illiterate. A masterwork recon armor. Fantastic. And Ragnar immediately tries to put it on himself. You know, Wolu's gonna take that one. Sorry, buddy. Wolu puts himself in. Oh, he already had masterwork. So Wolu's gonna trade up to a spotless masterwork. So it's going to take us a minute to get into position, and then I also have to figure out who has the pulsar. You missed. So Dakin has the pulsar. Yep. All right, let's get to it. Dak, you can probably activate it now. Of course, the pulsar does not affect my own. It only affects enemy animals. And neutral animals. What I'm doing here is I'm spreading out my brawlers so that if there is a shelling event, I am less likely to get hit by multiples of them. So I'm going to spread everyone out, and then I'm going to spread my shooters out as well, so that incoming animals are going to be shot at more efficiently. And then what I'm really eager to look at is Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan is dead. He's dead. He's gone. Bye-bye, John. No more shelling me. All right, so if that's the case, here's what I'm gonna do. Who's my... You know what? We'll just stand here. I'm not gonna bother building myself a base. We are like warriors. We'll be fine. So this was the artifact raid you voted on. What was this pod? Oh, this is all the garbage to gift. That is a lot of rep. All right. Guess it was a lot of valuable armor that we just sent. No regrets. So there's a few rats and bears that are coming down to fight me, but not too many. As you can see, most of the animals are just ripping them up a new one. And there's an entire town destroyed by a singular artifact. Hi, Tusk. I love you. Come here. You want to cuddle? That boomerang started something nice. Yeah, indeed. We got Tanya Harding here. And then, of course, I'm going to have to fight the remainder of these animals myself if I want to loot this base. So here's a quick question. Do I loot this base? If yes, it means I have to kill a bunch of manhunting animals. If no, I just leave and let this base go. As you're well aware, there's swarms of animals coming my way. Oh, look at Freya. Oh my god. I didn't realize. Oh boy, look at all these. So there's already been some boars that have they've messed around and found out if I was easy to kill. They found it to be no. Alright, I'm going to turtle up. Looks like you want me to loot the base, so my best approach here is to hold this spot, which has great shot lines on these incoming animals, they're going to be traveling down this spit of land here. Unfortunately, Freya, oh boy, you are not in good moods. Eat that food. One of the issues that we have is that our dear leader Freya here is a wee bit upset. And Fraud, let's pull you off the line and feed you. Here, just eat honey, I guess. You should be fine. I mean, it'd be nice to have another shooter, but I don't want to have a mental break either. Nope, Freya's in a daze, so that didn't help very long. And there was relationships here that I didn't really realize. So Arna and Naz, no surprise with Naz, had a bunch of relationships. So Naz was related to Veronica and Carlotta. So let's take a look at corpses. We've got Veronica's dead. Carlotta made it out. And then the other one was Dennis. And Dennis is dead. Okay. So, yeah. And Tanya here is, she might be ugly, but she's also hot. The dichotomy of attraction. Yeah, look at the blood trail. Yeah, these animals weren't they weren't healthy traveling to me. All right, let's shut this down. You voted yes. Uh-oh, I'm lagging again, aren't I? Yep, I'm back down to a super lag event. Dang it! Hey, Ken, thanks for the sub. I'm glad you're enjoying the podcast that would be a stream if Twitch wasn't lagging for me. All right, I think all of the critters are dead. I'm gonna have, okay, you know, everybody go here except for Sven, stay with Freya. Oh, another masterwork, recon armor. Dang. All of my everybody that was on this raid is about to have a cow, man. Can I, Dak, I'm gonna have you come over here. I need to hit the road I need to hit the caravan sooner than later because I can't afford everybody to go berserk. Like, Frode here is about to go berserk because his wife died. Okay, well, that's a pretty good reason. So let me, what I'm going to do is quickly search this base for loot. Dak has to avoid the turrets and then just get out of here. Never mind, he's tantruming. I don't even know what you're going to punch because I don't own anything. Sven or Crow or no, not Sven or Crow. Idis. How about you? Sven, you can serene Dak, can't you? But it would sort of brain him, wouldn't it? I also don't want to spend my psi focus that way. So Sven, alternatively, get ready to psi cast us all home. Just start meditating here in nature. Dak is, can you have a tantrum and just smash up a steel turret? That'd be cool. Wouldn't mind that. So clearly there's batteries in here, I think, because otherwise I'd have no idea. Nope, just walk through there. You're fine. Yep, there's batteries. Claim, uninstall, uninstall. And you can do construct. I believe in you. Is he like bashing a corpse? I don't even know what he's doing. All right, so there goes one turret. I'm not even going to bother with the other battery because I'm just trying to turn off these turrets as fast as I can. Because Dakin is going to get just continually shot if I don't. So yeah, let's maybe they're all drawing from this battery at this point because I don't seem to be able to. Whoa, that scared me. He's fine. Yeah, I know I'm lagging like crazy. Okay, how many did that turn off? Nope, there's got to be other batteries elsewhere. Come on. There we are. Oh, Jesus. I think this one is the linchpin battery that cuts all the power if I take this one out. There we go. Base is cleared. And let's get out of here. I don't care about the rest of the raiders. Because they're all non... Oh, Idis is tantruming. Man, everybody I touch tantrums. Well, at least they're breaking down a base I don't care about. That raid went so wrong, and it has nothing to do with me. Everything to do with moods. The fact that Gaida died and they all watched it happen as she was addicted. Alright, Sven, can I rely on you? Please, 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 please. This fire is totally uncontrolled. Alright, we've searched everywhere except for this room now. So let's head over here. And then reform caravan before we have more mental breaks. Okay, how is that? Okay, I guess they're plugged in over here. Okay, let's get out of here. Some enemies, oh, fine. So dumb. It's a corpse. Dak, can you just, Helene, just take her spleen. There. No more enemies, right? Still enemies? What are you talking about? Oh, maybe it's the tantrum? Oh, it's this turret? Yeah, it's this turret. This turret is technically still an enemy, even though it's out of ammo. Because I own this one. Yeah, this turret ran out of ammo shooting at Dakin, but registered still as an enemy, which seems weird to me. So let's get out of here. I'm not going to do the hunt because the hunt continually failed to garner enough votes. And I'm just going to head home because everyone's in a really, really, really bad mood and they need R&R. Forget the pemmican we don't really need anymore. Berries we don't need. Raw honey we don't need. Medicine, yes. Drugs, yes. Batteries wouldn't be terrible, but let me take a look at other things that might be more important. Gold. Yeah, I don't really care about the rest. I really don't. I'll bring the Mega Sloth. Nope, no I will not. Send. And skip. We're home. Immediately, let's hit 2 of these to mitigate some psychotic breaks. And there goes a lot more colonies. So at this point, we are going to try to finish up with Brebra or Nakaga. So which first? And then I'll have you vote on tactics. And poor Lino will be... or Gaida will be buried. Let's have Sven, you do it. Oh, we got a mech cluster going on. And that is here on my home tile. Oh, it's a cute one. Ittle bittle mech cluster. One that will defoliate. But really not that dangerous. It's got a high shield and a low shield. Okay. Let's see here. So one thing I'm going to want to do is, it's funny, this is where the last defoliator landed, so I still didn't have plants here, and now we have another defoliator, so it's like, okay, yeah, I get it. No plants for anyone. I'm going to update the avoid zone, and I'm going to put my animals on... I'm going to force my animals inside. So as I, because I'm just too lazy and I don't want to update their zones. And then let's have everyone avoid this until I'm ready to deal with it properly and formally. I just don't want them like walking into it and waking it up or whatever. That'd be annoying. All right, looks like you all want Nakaga, or at least enough of you to call it. So I'm going to call that for Nakaga, and Nakaga is the one way over here. So maybe we hit Nakaga and we actually hit Pirate's Bramble on the way home. Or maybe all 3 of these. But then, tactics for Nakaga. If it's Artifact or Sidecast, I can go with a Skeleton Crew. If it is traditional, obviously I'm going to have to send a few more enemies than just a Skeleton Crew. Compact Weaponry just got done. Let's get Poison Synthesis. Alright, Frodo is the one that's most upset because Gaida was his wife. And guard is making sure that we have plenty of food to eat. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Everybody over on the other tile has nothing to do. They're just sitting around. Wait, you have something to do. Go research poison synthesis. I don't know what they're talking about. All right, guy is cooking. Yeah, I guess this is really just like a relaxing town for us to live in. There really isn't much. You know what I could do? I could, let's... Sin. Let's restore this to former glory. For fun. Is Ulf in a relationship? I don't think so. We have very, very, very few relationships in this whole colony. So Ulf is not, no. How's Naz doing? How many more dead relatives do you have? Just one? That's rare. That's rare and unusual. So one of the reasons I moved all these bedrolls is so that I can add some additional turrets. There we go. Let's get them built, and we'll just shell. Shell them to hell. All right, over here, the scarab has burned up, so I'm gonna... Oh, Frode wants to play with dead people. I'm gonna try to restore this to former glory, just as something to do. Repairing it, and... Oh, you know what I could do? Let's see. Oh, I don't have sandstone, do I? No, I really don't have sandstone blocks. Well, I could send sandstone blocks if I needed to. God, look at all these rotted bugs. That'd be a heck of a cleanup. I'm not even going to bother to do that. All right, well, that gives them something to do. Modred, I don't want you doing the construction, though. Go do your research. Traditional and Psycast were kind of tied, so I'm going to have you tie break between those two. What corpse did Frode dig up? You moved... Wait, where did it go? I see a missing grave here. But where is the body? That's, concerning. There is one unforbidden body somewhere. Oh. No, it's not in here. Where'd you put it? Do you guys see a corpse somewhere that, like, oh, here it is. Into the prison. I see. Okay, cool. Who can move this? Has to be someone that is bloodlust. Sven, you do it. I could have used numbers, yeah. But I found it. I found it manually. Alright, so Dak is here raising his psi focus. You can't see a corpse in 160? Yeah, I know. Twitch is doing its thing again. I would try to restart the stream and stuff like that, but I already know from experience that there's nothing I can do about this. This is totally Twitch server side. If I didn't have such strictly scheduled streams, I would absolutely reschedule this, but I just don't have time between now and and, you know, and Monday when this all releases to YouTube. It is the penalties for having short lag time, I suppose. So the question I'm trying to answer is there sandstone I can find anywhere to refurbish this? I don't think there is. I think I need to send sandstone from home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send... I'm actually going to wait for the prestige armor to be made, because we're going to need to send Sin some new prestige armor. And then... we'll... Man, this is already looking really nice. We'll refurbish this here. Oh, you know what I could do? Yeah. Here's what I'll do. Wait, not here. Let's fix this up. Would Dakin up his psi level just meditating? No, there's no way for you to up your psi level given the restrictions and rules of this series, unfortunately. One of the restrictions that we had is that there's only one psi caster per tree, and those two psi casters is Sin and Freya. And then another one of the rules that we had was that all tree psi casters had to be morbid curiosity, which your character is not morbid curiosity, so... TLDR, there's really no way for us to make you a better Psycaster without getting neuroformers. So if I got a quest that the reward was to increase your neuroforming, or to be rewarded in neuroformer, that would be the only way. As the rules go, right? All right. That will make that ruin there look nice. I don't know why I'm making that ruin look nice. Just a thing to do. So Freya's no longer psychotically wandering, but is stripping off her armor, but that is okay, because we're going to have her switch. And I have a cold snap at the home tile, which should be fine, because this stuff is indoors and walled off. And look at the corn I have. Whew. Which is a lot of corn. Okay, well, Frode is probably going to need to have to sit out on much of the action for time to come, because I don't think I can trust him not to have a mental break on a raid. We are almost done with this steel mortar. It looks like actually I'm out of steel. Entirely out of steel. So, phooey. Is there any terrestrial steel left anywhere in the map? I know there's uranium, but I think I mined up all the steel, short of smelting slag. Let me click on my ground penetrating scanner. For whatever reason, we just don't scan either. Hopefully Freya or Idis starts ground penetrating scanning. So no, I don't think so. I just tempted Freya to blight me. Yeah, she probably would, but I have enough cornucopias to anti-blight myself. And a masterwork thrombo for sure. That's awesome. At this moment, it looks like I can't make any more advanced components because of my lack of plasteel. One of the things I could start to do is... I'm trying to think of the way I could take advantage of this plasteel that's in the mountain without by air conditioning it, and I think I would need to move some things around. That's okay. I'll do that once I really need to. Well, this is looking better. And we have all of the sweet rolls now that we wanted. And as soon as we shred or smelt some additional slag, we'll get enough steel for the last mortar. I think that's all we're really waiting on. Let's see if there's anything I can break down, like steel beds or something like that. No, there's a heater I could break down for steel, and that is it. Because this is a uranium sculpture, not a steel one. Okay, well, I'm super out of steel. That's good to know. I could break some of this, actually. Tool cabinets. Am I using these up? Yeah, I already have them up there. Okay, so that will yield a bunch of steel. And actually, this whole shelf cabinet thing can move. So let me bring the stone cutter back up there. And remove the roof off all this, and then just break it all down. Okay, well, that will be a decent amount of steel. And then we'll shell this to get that out of the way, and then we'll go raiding. And hopefully it looks like my bit rate is back up and stable again, so I don't think you're having to deal with a slideshow like it was before, I hope. So I'm thinking about how to utilize... Yeah. All right, let's do this. No, because that blocks those turrets. So I'm trying to think of how to move things around so that I can have shell storage. So I think what I'm going to do is set up the shell storage in the hallway that is already unpowered, I think. Yeah, it's already unpowered. So we'll do it that way. Because essentially what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want air conditioners to be able to freeze a way for me to dig around. It'll make more sense when I'm done. I'm not explaining very well, and I know that. All right, let's go ahead and get some token shooters. So Idis, Dakin, Sven, and Skard. I'm basically just picking the people that are not totally upset. Hold fire for all. The opening shot is going to have to be... Who's that? Dakin, and Dakin's gonna fire for their mortar shield because they have a high mortar shield. Oh no, this is a low shield. I think they have a high shield too. Oh yeah, here's the high shield. Oh no, low shield, low shield. They have two low shields. A part of me feels like I want to keep the low shields alive to exploit. All right, here's a big question for you all. Should I try to exploit the low shields? So here I will explain the exploit. The exploit is this. As long as this mini slugger turret is alive, these low shields will infinitely block shots. Which means that I can set up defenses here that are immortal to shooters. So if I wanted to exploit this, the way to do it would be to draw the mechs away and just slowly disassemble the mech cluster. And then once the mech cluster has been disassembled, to wall off the mini slugger turret so it's behind a wall. It's like encased in its own encasement, so that it can't actually do anything, but it still will technically be active. It would shoot if it had targets, but I'm going to wall it into its own box. And then as a net result, I will have 2 mech low shields be able to provide me bulletproofness, or whatever you want to call it, as a sort of an exploit. Wee little bit of an exploit. So if that's the case, and it looks like that is the winning choice, I've already shot my... Oh, I already shot the EMP. But obviously I wouldn't allow... Yeah, they're still sleeping. I wouldn't... Yeah, okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to put EMPs in this and this, and hold fire for both. Is there a high shield here too? I can't even tell because it's so... There's fat centipedes everywhere. Sitting on everything. Oh yeah, so there was a high shield and low shields. Maybe I try to keep all 3 alive and exploit all 3. So these low shields cover pretty much everything. So if I wanted to exploit this, it would actually be pretty easy to do. I would just have Freya go in and like berserk the mechs and then lure them away or something like that. Or I could go with a nasty surprise shell explosion. There's a lot of different ways to wake those guys up. Alright, so it looks like you want me to exploit it. We're gonna go with that. That's okay. Alright, so I think the way we should do this is just to rally our forces. Our shooters are gonna have to switch guns. So Sven, Thromir, pretty much all of them except for Frode, because I don't trust that Frode won't have a mental break in the middle of this fight. Freya, let's slap on some recon armor for you. It's not prestige, but it'll have to do. Okay, good. Crow, or someone around here, not. Hit another pulsar. Rally everybody but Fraud. And yeah, everybody but Fraud works. And we are going to fight them just the convenient way here. Getting their attention. Fraud's actually pretty happy right now because he has catharsis. But I'm going to leave him out of it. I'm just going to leave him out of it. Freya's pretty hungry. Who could spot our meal? You can. Probably a bunch of them are hungry. I didn't actually check their conditions. So, Fraud, you're going to move to the back here for convenience. So these low shields perfectly protect pretty much everything there. So there's really no point in having my snipers be any closer than the edge of the shield range. So I'm going to have my snipers be here. Animals need to go home. You and you go back. And then my brawlers will cover Freya. Freya's just going to wake up a whole bunch of them. And then Sven, you're going to be able to skip her out of that. So I'm just going to... And I'm going to hope that the mechs don't break too much as a result. Yoink. All right, so there's really no sense of getting bullets past them. So I'm not even going to bother. And as you can see, they're going to... Oh, wow. The incinerate got me. I thought it was out of range, but I hadn't checked. I'm setting... Oh my god, they're... Frustratingly, they scatter. Okay. Let's get everyone to fall back. The edge is about here, so let me paint this real quick so I know for future reference. About there. Everyone back up, and my snipers will take over from here, basically, is to kite and fight. It's a lot of mechs, but I'm not all that concerned. We're gonna have them, here, let me back up even more. We're gonna have them come around the corner and I'll berserk, and we essentially don't want to have the fight near the sensitive equipment, near the low shield and high shield, because we don't want the low shield and high shield broken. So that is the only caveat. Ow. Don't shoot me. I don't mind my brawlers getting shot at. Oh, Naz is getting shot. Could you not? The brawlers have shields for this. Well, they used to. Just in case of terribleness, I'm gonna have Spend you Skipper out of there. Her shield broke. And these pikemen are coming on the other side. Good, bring it. I want to lure them closer. Because these centipedes are going to be trapped in a second. So now all these guys, okay. Freya, I wish you had your belt up. Here, one of the easier ways to do this would be to send... Here, Crow, I'm going to use you. Have you shut down these, the centipedes. Alright, that centipede's gone. And... let's keep clearing them. Okay, that one's gone. Shield belt broke. That's okay. Gone. Scarred, you come down and do the other two. Alright, those without belts hide a bit better. God, all my belts are breaking. Wish I'd have higher quality belts. So Scarred, you get this one. And then you get the other one. I don't like getting shot at, so let me back up a bit. Because it's playing chicken. I'm basically relying the fact that I have good armor. Alright, so all of them are knocked out. Let's back up. I'm going to close the distance on East group rather than West group. Because I'm going to drop a skip shield. Where we can't be shot. And then you guys are going to snipe pikemen. Hover around the trees there. Alright, let's keep killing. Alright, those with shields go first. Draw fire. And get the rest. We are getting plugged a little bit, but I think we'll be all right. All right, so the pikemen are down. Right. Now we're just killing the rest. Alright, totally disabled. The shields are intact indeed. All I have to do is get rid of this Inferno turret and we'll be all set. So this Inferno turret has a range that's just south of this centipede, so that's a point of reference to note. You three, come with me. How's it feel to get bashed by a bunch of snipers, huh? Who's on major break? Wolu? Yeah, well, Wolu, go have a nice meal. So one of the interesting things when you stun lance Centipede is they lose their weapons. So even when they wake up, they're basically harmless. It's just a odd side effect of their stunning. So I know we're gonna get shot at, but I'm just hoping to dodge a bit. All right, so they totally ripped apart this one. Look at all the injuries here. Just being punched by architect arms, bionic arms, all that stuff. All right, put out Dakin's fire. We're good. Close the distance. Idis, you lost your belt. No, you didn't lose your belt. You're okay. So now, it's very, very important for us to leave the mini slugger alive. I don't want it destroyed because then the mech cluster will be defeated and the low and high shields will be removed. So critically important that we leave that in place. But I will get rid of the defoliator. All right, so we got stunned a little bit. Let's stand here and here. We are going to remove the barricades the old-fashioned way. You guys are all done, so go home. I'm gonna remove the gloom lights as well, just because. All right, Dak might get a little hurt, but it is a risk. Let's keep plugging away the gloom lights. All right, Dak, let's get you out of there rather than getting shot at. Idis, do you construct? No. No. No, okay, none of these guys construct. Idis, just go home. Alright, we have basically disassembled that. Now I need someone like Wolu, who's a constructor and a brawler, to come back at some point. Alright, so schedule everybody to avoid. Done. So who is a brawler and constructor? That is a very good question. So Freya, not. Idis, not. Wolu, yes. Eirik, not. Ulf, not. Ulf, yes. So unfortunately, it's my injured ones that would be the ones to do this job, which is a bummer. So let me tend to them real quick, and I'm going to tend to them with good meds so they recover faster. So Sven, tend to Ulf, and Wolu, tend to Wolf, and Dak, not. So now the idea here is to do essentially this. Maybe I'll use uranium because I have a lot of it. Wall that bad boy in so it can't shoot at anyone. And then I'll have all three of these shields to myself that I can also wall in. Gain the benefit of having those shields and protecting them from incoming damage. Like that. But I'm going to do the turret first. Because once the turret's walled in, it is, you know, it's essentially disabled. Cool. Well, having that outpost over there is going to be interesting. What I'll be able to do here, if I really wanted to, is to like put in a lot of defenses, you know, to troll would-be raiders or attackers. One of the other problem. The only other problem there I foresee is I will have to DJ a lot, because I think what it's going to do is it's going to cause me to have combat music like constantly, and that might be annoying. That is the only ramification. As far as my Twitch inspector is concerned, it looks like my bitrate is okay. Not great, but not terrible. Did you actually tend these guys? You did. Wow, you did that fast. Let me tend to everyone else. Oh! Hi? There's a pikeman here. We're... Okay. Well, let me check numbers. Oh, there's a bunch of enemies still left. I guess they went south, and I didn't know it. There's, So there's 2 centipedes, a pikeman, and a lancer. The lancer's way over here, bashing away on this thing. Idis and Eirik go rally. All my other snipers up and at him. Because we're about to have a centipede in our entryway. Don't arrest him. And then this centipede is going to come around eventually. I guess they broke some of this for me, so thanks. I mean, I kind of wish I disassembled it instead, but thanks. Yeah, the roof is gone. Okay. And you two... Already destroyed. Is this centipede going to... No, it's just going to bash my heater and my light bulb. Cool. Way to be jerks. Way to be jerks. Alright, now this thing can fire on me, so... go to the side room. You missed. And pop out here. Stupid centipede. No, it's kind of camp in that area. Here, let me pop back here. It's not ideal to have a lack of doors. Oh, one around the corner. Can you not? I'll get the Inferno first. The Inferno's going to be a little bit easier because he's out in the open. The name of that song was Among Kinsfolk. Alright, who's major breaking? Naz? Go away, Naz. Actually, Naz, drop your gun. Bro, come pick up his gun. We're in range. Let's back up. Thank you for tuning in to the Blades of Ragnarok, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com, the link can also be found in the description of the video, is the perfect resource for you. It has countdown timers to every single stream that I have. It has a schedule for every single YouTube video I will release. It also has links to Twitch and Discord. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next episode. Farewell.